5 skills are quietly paying people over $100,000 a year. Not with a degree, not with luck, with demand nobody's talking about. We pulled this from real hiring data. LinkedIn, WEF, government labor stats. Each one meets 3 tests. Scarcity, measurable pay, no degree needed. Real hiring data, real salary ranges, real timelines to get there. Some of these you can start learning tonight, for free. Others take a year of focused work. All of them pay. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly where to start. Skill 1. AI engineering. The highest paying skill of 2026. Median base salary, $150,000 to $200,000 a year. Job postings for this role grew 40% in 1 year. Here's what it actually is. Not building AI models from scratch. It's taking those models and making them work in the real world. Building the pipelines, the systems, the parts that don't break. You'll need Python. Real, working knowledge, not just tutorials. Linear algebra and probability aren't optional here. They're the floor. Tools like PyTorch, LangChain, and Hugging Face are the daily language. Realistic timeline, 9 to 18 months with a programming background. Without one, budget closer to 2 years. This isn't the fastest skill on this list. It's the highest paid. If you already code, this is where the ceiling is highest. Certifications like Google's machine learning engineer credential accelerate hiring. But recruiters care more about what you've actually built. One deployed project beats 10 certificates with nothing behind them. The math floor is real. Skip it, and production work breaks you. This is the top of the pyramid. Highest pay, steepest climb. Skill 2. Cybersecurity. Different kind of opportunity entirely. Not the highest salary. The most secure demand on this list. 3.5 million cybersecurity jobs sit unfilled globally right now. That gap has existed for over a decade. It isn't closing. Median salary, $112,000 to $140,000 for mid-level roles. Senior cloud security specialists regularly clear $175,000 a year. Entry point here is lower than almost any tech skill. CompTIA Security Plus is the industry baseline certification. 6 to 12 months, no prior experience required. From there, ethical hacking, cloud security, or incident response. Cloud security is the fastest growing specialization inside this field. Tools to learn: Splunk for monitoring, Wireshark, Nessus for scanning. Government and defense roles pay well, but require security clearance. That adds 6 to 18 months to the hiring process. Finance, healthcare, and SaaS companies are hiring the most aggressively. The threat landscape never stops changing. Neither does the learning. Budget 40 to 60 hours a year just to stay current. But here's the trade-off. Entry-level demand is almost as strong as senior demand. Few tech skills offer 6 figures with this shorter runway. And unlike some tech roles, this one rarely gets automated away. Skill 3. Cloud architecture and DevOps. The infrastructure backbone. Every company running online needs this. Every single one. Global cloud spending is projected to cross $1 trillion. Cloud architects earn $130,000 to $165,000 median base salary. DevOps engineers sit close behind at $110,000 to $135,000. Employers rarely hire one without expecting fluency in the other. Core tools: AWS, Azure, Google Cloud, Kubernetes, Docker, Terraform. AWS alone holds roughly a third of the entire cloud market. Certification path: AWS Solutions Architect, 6 to 9 months average. Google Cloud and Microsoft Azure certifications work as strong alternatives. Here's the catch. Certification alone won't get you hired. Employers screen hard for actual hands-on lab experience. AWS free tier lets you build real projects at zero cost. Put those projects on your resume, not just the badge. Best fit: IT admins moving up, developers adding infrastructure depth. The salary ceiling keeps rising with specialization. A generalist architect earns $130,000. A cloud security specialist clears $170,000. Recession-resistant, structurally necessary, and still growing in 2026. Companies don't cut cloud budgets when times get tight. They expand them. Skill 4. Generative AI and prompt engineering. The fast one. Salary range: $90,000 to $130,000. Solid, not the highest. But look at the time to job ready. 1 to 3 months. That's the fastest timeline of every skill on this list. Output quality here is immediately measurable. That's why it pays. A better prompt produces a better result. Instantly visible. You don't need to code to start this. You need to understand how these models think and fail. Practice today for free on any AI chatbot available. Test, fail, refine. That's the entire learning loop. Google's AI Essentials course is a recognized starting credential. But portfolios matter more than certificates in this specific field. Document real problems you solved with real prompts. Show the process. This skill spans every industry. Marketing, product, operations, support. Almost no field is untouched by this shift right now. The barrier to entry is lower than any other skill here. That also means competition is rising fast. Move now. Pair this with one other skill on this list. Compounds fast. Prompt engineering plus cloud, or prompt engineering plus sales. Either works. Skill 5. Sales engineering. The one nobody talks about. Base plus commission, $95,000 to $140,000 total compensation. This sits exactly between technical credibility and revenue generation. You explain complex products to buyers who need to understand them. You don't need to be an engineer. You need to translate. Salesforce certifications shorten hiring timelines to under 90 days. 3 to 6 months to job ready. Faster than most tech paths. No degree required. No coding required. Just clarity under pressure. This role sits inside almost every SaaS and tech company. The commission structure means your ceiling isn't fixed by title. Top performers in this role often out-earn their managers. It rewards communication skills most technical paths ignore completely. So here's the real question. Which of these fits you? Tech background, AI engineering, cloud, or cybersecurity are your lane? Non-tech background, prompt engineering or sales engineering move faster. Under 3 months available. Prompt engineering is the obvious start. 6 to 12 months available. Cybersecurity offers the safest return. None of these require luck. They require picking one and starting. The people already ahead started exactly where you're sitting right now. The only difference between them and you is a decision. Made today, not next quarter. Pick one, not all 5. 1. Give it 90 days of real, focused effort. Then decide if it's working before you second-guess the choice. The skill doesn't matter as much as finally starting one.